Hey guys, it's Cali. Today I'm bringing you my interpretation of Mike Deakin's mission inspiration for April. Here's the list of prompts that we're going to be using to create a journal page, and I'll show you what I created, and I hope you guys join along too. For the month of April, this is what I came up with. It says, happiness is the side effect of a good heart. I had a lot of fun creating this page, definitely out of my comfort zone. If this looks like something you'd be interested in checking out how I did, please stick around and I'll show you how I did it. See you in a minute. Okay guys, so step one is adhere any size squares of patterned paper. And I took this Tim Holtz paper I have. This is an 8x8 pad of just various patterns. And I cut out 2-inch squares of 2 different sheets of that paper. And I'm going to use my Elmer's just washable school glue stick and glue these down in random places all over the page. So we're just gonna take these and literally, with no method to my madness, I have a little scraper here, and they also have color on the other side, but I'm going to leave the pattern showing. And we'll just cover this whole thing. Okay, so I'm just going to go all around, like I said, without any particular order or pattern. And when I get these all glued on, I'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like. See you in a second. Okay guys, so that's done, and I think it looks pretty cool. So the next step is to add a thin coat of paint, any color, and I'm feeling a steampunk kind of vibe. So I pulled out my Americana multi-surface satin in coffee bean, and I just put some in a palette dish, wet my brush a little bit, and I'm just going to add a really thin layer of color over the top of all of this, and I may even wipe some of it off. I have a damp paper towel here, but we'll see. Actually, maybe I'll just leave it. So this looks cool. And as per usual, I have no idea where this page will take us. I just know it's a lot of fun getting there. I think I had just enough paint on my palette dish. I really don't want to add a whole lot. I like the paper underneath a whole lot, so I'm pretty happy that's still showing through at this point anyway. Okay, so this will just take a few minutes to dry, probably no time at all, and I'll be back and we'll move on to step 3. So I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so step 3 is to add texture paste with a spatula or a credit card, and I just grabbed a random stencil here from Plaid. It's like a brick wall. And I also have some homemade texture paste. I have a video on how to do this, but it's basically equal parts glue, acrylic paint, baby powder, and I think I used some cornstarch too. But I'm just going to take some of this out And I have a little spatula here. It's a little runny, but that's okay. It works perfect. And I'm just going to apply this randomly. I didn't know what stencil to use. I thought about using the cogs, but I don't want this kind of everywhere. But I'm just going to put it randomly. Okay, and then maybe we'll do like up here. Kind of glop it on. Really don't care. I know it's going to get covered up. You could add paint to that if you want to color it before it goes on, but I'm sure I'll be putting something over the top of it before we're done. This is thick. I could have thinned it out, but it's alright. You know what? I think maybe one more spot. How about over here? And we'll let this dry and come back for the next step. Okay, guys? So I'll just clean up these edges here, and I'll be back when this is dry. See you in a second. Okay, so step 4 is to add paint or color spritz. And this texture paste isn't completely dry yet, but being that we're just going to add more moisture on top of it, I don't really care. So I'm going to use my DecoArt shimmer misters. And I wished I had a brown, but I don't. So I'm going to do yellow and orange, and I have a little bit of black. I'm not going to go too crazy here, but I'm going out of my comfort zone. For those of you who know me know that I mostly use purples and blues and greens, but here we go. I'm just going to give it a shot. Oh, that looks cool. And hit it with some yellow. Oh, that looks really nice. You can still see the print underneath. And you know what? I will get it with some black, just a little bit. Oh, look at that. That's coming out in glops. Oh. Totally different spray pattern there. That's good. I like it. Talk about grungy. Maybe one more hit of the orange. Oh. And maybe we can just let that run. I had a spray bottle, I would have been prepared. Okay, I think that looks cool. Definitely graffiti grungy. We're going to let that dry, and then we'll be back with step 5, which is add travel ticket ephemera. So I'll dig some of that up while this is drying. See you in a minute. Okay, so this is all nice and dry now, and I really like how it looks. It's super grungy. And step 5 is to add travel ticket ephemera, and as much as I looked, I could not find any travel ticket ephemera, but I did find some general tickets, just kind of generic, admit tickets, and these are copies from some Happy Mail I got at one point. So I'm just going to kind of glue these around. I also have some little circus tickets that I cut out for some free graphics that I got from graphicfairy.com. So I'm just going to kind of randomly glue these down. I'll use my Aleene's original tacky glue, and I'm just going to set these down in no particular order, and I'll be back and show you what I did when that's done. See you in just a second. So this is what I wound up with, you guys. Again, no order at all. I just randomly put down the tickets, and it is what it is. So the next step is to make marks using bubble wrap. So I have some handy dandy bubble wrap right here, and I had a hard time deciding which color paint I wanted to use, but I'm going to keep it in the same color theme that we're going in now, a little bit grungy. And I pulled out this Deco Art Elegant Finish metallic paint. I love this stuff, and this happens to be in champagne gold. So I'm just going to take it right from the lid and dip the bubble wrap in it. Just kind of I don't want it too much. I don't know if that's even dark enough. You guys probably can't even see that, huh? Should I? Well, you know what? In the light you can, though. Actually, I kind of like the fact that you can see through it. Yeah. I could do another color if I wanted to also, but I think I'm gonna leave this and not go too crazy. You know what? I kind of like the fact that it's subtle. Yeah, you can see that good, right? Alright. It is what it is. That's what I decided to do. That's what it is. I'm not going to go back and use white now. Alright, I'll be back. The next step is to add washi tape fragments. So I'll let this dry and I'll come back and we'll do that. See you in a minute. Okay, so the paint is dry, and our next step is to add washi tape fragments. I have some little acrylic sheets that I save washi tape on that people send me in Happy Mail. So I'm just going to take various little fragments and add them around. Again, I don't have any kind of method to my madness here. And no clear idea at all, not even a fuzzy idea of where we are going to end up here. Your guess is as good as mine. And I think eventually when I'm done with all this, I'm going to put a coat of decoupage over the top of everything to seal it. So if any of these edges are sticking up or anything, we'll be able to seal them down then. A few more pieces. I'm pretty sure we're going to be putting a border on here too, so I don't want to cover too much up. This guy doesn't want to stick. Maybe this one, which has some keys on it. try to insert some close-up pics at the end so you guys can really see what's going on here. Okay, I think that's definitely enough for now. And yeah, again, you guys, I have no idea what we're doing here, but we're doing it. So that's that. And I will be back with our next step, which will be to add a focal quote, phrase, or journaling. So I'm going to have to come up with a phrase or a quote, and we'll glue that on. And speaking of decoupage, I think I'll use that. See you in just a minute. Okay, so step 8 is to add a focal quote, phrase, or journaling. And I got this phrase, I think you can see this okay. It says, happiness is the side effect of a good heart. And I got that in a magazine that I got for some Happy Mail recently. And I thought that was perfect, and just glued it down and outlined it with my Pitt pen in black. And I'm happy with the quote. So our next step is going to be to add a stamped image in ink or paint. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so step 9 is to add a stamped image in ink or paint. And I've decided to use, I have these cute little stamps and some StazOn in jet black. And I'm just going to randomly kind of stamp all over, as if it weren't busy enough. I'm going to make it a little busier. I don't really care which one I'm going to use. Let's try this one. Oh, cool. Wonder if I can get some on that texture paste. Not really. I didn't really think I would. But, oh, those are pretty. And a couple more, and we are right near the end, you guys. And this is definitely a page that I would not have dreamt up on my own, which is why I really, really love the prompts. And I think it's a real fun way to just get out of your comfort zone. Make sure you check out Mike Deakin's group. I'll put all the links below. And you guys play along, see what you come up with. Okay, so that's it. And there's one more step left, and that will be to create a border. So I'll see you back here in just a second, and we'll make a border. So for our final step, we're just going to create a border or frame around the page. And all I did was take some magazine scraps and some of my decorative scissors, and I just cut out a decorative border, if you will. And I've already cut out some of these, and I'm just going to use my decoupage, excuse me, matte media, and I'm going to just, I've already poured some in my palette dish, and we'll add it around our frame. And I'm also going to seal this whole page with this decoupage. So once I get the border on, we'll just seal it, and it'll keep everything down and nice. Okay. And once I get this all down, I'll also trim it. So I'll do one more just to show you. And then I'll finish up off camera. This page has been a lot of fun. And like I said before, definitely not something that I would have come up with on my own, which I think makes it a lot of fun, because otherwise it just gets boring, you know? Okay guys, I'm going to go all the way around, and I will see you back here when it's all done and trimmed up, and I'll try to insert some pictures as well so you can get a good close-up. Okay guys, everything is dry, and this is what we have. I'm really liking this page. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you like it too. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. Check out the links below to Mike Deakin's Facebook group, where you can join the Mission Inspiration too, and show me what you guys come up with. So I hope you like it. Have a good day. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Take care.